New iPhones, new Macs, Pro Macs, redesigned Pro Macs, new iPads, new watches, redesigned watches, maybe new AirPods, HomePods. Great thing about Apple is that no matter how dreary dull the summer feels, we're always only one
good morning
away from new products. Sponsored by CuriosityStream with Nebula. Now hit subscribe because Apple has released products in the summer. In 2020, we got the 27-inch iMac spec bump. In 2019, we got the MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro spec bump. And in 2018, we got the 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Pro spec bumps. But Apple Silicon just doesn't bump its specs or spec its bumps in that way. About the only thing I could see between now and never is an Intel Mac Pro update. Latest generation Xeon and Big Navi for those that really just want to ride x86 off into the sunset. And the longer that takes, the less likely I think it becomes. Now, because 2021 is the 2020 junior of years, timelines could move around faster than Loki's at a Nexus event, and we could once again get iPhones in October or Macs in November. But just to keep things nice and simple, we'll all pretend that the world has stopped ending by then. So September. Every year, but last year, for almost a decade now, we've gotten new fresh iPhones in September. For almost half a decade, new Apple Watches to go along with them. And for the last couple of years, a new entry-level iPad as well. This year, that means iPhone 12s or iPhone 13 or iPhone Mother of Dragons or whatever Apple decides to call their next pocket computer. It'll supposedly once again be coming in mini, regular, Pro, and Max sizes with better cameras, ProMotion displays, A15 chipsets, a few new colors, same old Lightning connector, and you all know all the rumors by now, but if not, link in the description. If AirPods 3 or AirPods Pro 2 are ready, we should see those as well, because damn, it's been a minute. The regular AirPods with more Pro-style designs, just no Pro-style ANC, and the Pros with more Studio Buds-like designs and even better sensors. Apple Watch Series 7 might be getting a new retro future chic look to match Apple's latest, more squared-off design language, but probably no blood sugar monitor yet, because those chips are complicated. Always coming, but just never quite arriving. But casing colors and material remixes are always on the table. The next iPad nothing should be the previous iPad Air. So no new design, but again, a slightly bigger display and even odds on whether or not it stays laminated at that price point. Then October. Typically that's for new Macs and the higher end iPads, but we've already gotten the new M1 Pros, and would it were not so, Apple doesn't usually update the Air every year on the year. But the iPad mini is rumored to finally be getting its big, as in small, makeover this year, becoming a sort of iPad Air mini. Same size, less bezel, more screen, and Touch ID in the power button. Yes, please. As for Macs, the Mac, well, Apple said a 2-year transition starting at WWDC 2020, and the first year got us all the new M1 ultra-low power variants, but nary an M1X ultra-high power variant in sight. Now, if you're still confused about M1 versus M1X versus M2, allow me to translate all of that into old school Intel lingo for you. M1 would be like current generation Cannon Lake i5, and M1X would be like Cannon Lake i9. Then M2 would be like next generation Tiger Lake i5, and M2X would be Tiger Lake i9, just with way better performance efficiency across the entire line. So what we're still waiting on are those higher end M1X redesigned 14-inch and 16-inch MacBooks Pro, along with the also rumored, also higher end, also redesigned Mac Mini Pro and 32-inch iMac Pro, and of course the one Mac Pro to rule them all. The M1X MacBook Pros, which just might come with mini LED XDR displays and MagSafe HDMI and SDXC ports, have been leaking like it's hot, but they really do seem to be next in line, maybe alongside that more ported Mac Mini Pro. The M1X iMac Pro, though, sounds like it might be a little bit longer off. So if not October or November, then maybe 2020, which is also when the Mac Pro is expected to land and just cap off the entire Apple Silicon transition. Now, there are a few other wildcards out there as well, like the iPhone SE Plus or iPhone SE 3, a more affordable Apple HDR display, a new HomePod Biggie or TheaterPod Apple TV hybrid, or HomePad iPad hybrid, a higher-end Apple TV for gaming, and its eventual successor, Apple VR. But those all sound less like 2021 and more like 2022 projects as well. never mind Apple Glass for 2023 and beyond. But who knows? If there's a November episode of the Apple Events show scheduled for this year, maybe Apple will use it to talk less about what's next and more about what's really, truly all new. Now, one of the biggest questions moving into the fall is whether any of these events will still be pre-recorded or canned like they have been for the last year, or whether Apple will start moving back to live and in-person events as soon as is practically possible. But that's a real tangent, so I'll save that rundown for the Nebula cut, where I don't have to worry about YouTube view durations or retention or views per viewer or any of that algorithmic-y stuff. And that's where I post all of my videos ad-free, sponsor-free, and many of them with extended bonus content just like that, like event reactions, interviews, explainers, and so much more. And you can get a Nebula subscription bundled in for free when you sign up to curiositystream.com/Ritchie, or just click the link in the description. And right now, because you're watching this channel, you can get that bundle for 26% off. That's less than $15 a year, less than the price of a fancy New York pizza for a whole entire year. And that includes their thousands of amazing documentaries and series, like Coffee Buzz, where experts reveal some of the surprising secrets that makes my favorite coffees taste the way that they do, as well as all the ad-free and often extended videos on Nebula from MKBHD, Tech Alter, Bad Seed Tech, Jordan Harrod, Ali Abdal, Half as Interesting, Epos Vox, and so many more for over 26% off, less than $15 a year. Just click the link in the description or go to curiositystream.com/Ritchie. And clicking on that link really helps out this channel. Hit the playlist above for complete previews of all of Apple's upcoming products for 2021, and I'll see you in that video.